Welcome back, Troglodytes, to your daily dose of guitar information, the Trogly's Guitar Show. We've got kind of an interesting episode today, mixing an unboxing with a review. I happened to pick something up from Sweetwater this week that was ridiculously expensive, and I got this thrown in as a haggle bonus for buying such an expensive guitar, because it was kind of going between this dealer and another dealer, and in the end I decided to go with Sweetwater on this one, because I really liked the top of that guitar. But inside here is not the guitar. We'll probably do that one in about a week or so. But resting inside this box is something I hope will make my B-roll look a little bit better. But we'll have to find out if I actually like this thing, because this is like the most expensive guitar stand that money can buy. So this is the Gibson handcrafted guitar stand. This is not sponsored or anything. This is just my initial impressions of this. I mean, outside of like a big case stand system or a display case, these things are retailing at the starting price of $200. That's pretty expensive for a guitar stand when you can pick up something like this. This is like the Fender A-frame. That's what I've been using. And these are pretty nice. I think I paid about 50 bucks a piece for these, and even that is pretty expensive for that style of a stand. But the problem I was having with this A-frame stand, when I set the manual focus for the B-roll shot, since these guitars sit at an angle, that doesn't work out so well. So I kind of got tired of stuffing things back here, and then it's kind of a, I hope this guitar doesn't fall over while I'm doing the B-roll shots type deal. So my thinking is that this ridiculously expensive guitar stand will help with that. I guess the other point to this video is to see if it's actually worth it. Obviously, when it comes to higher end things, you get less return out of your money. But let's take a look here. Inside here, it looks like we get the part that will hold the guitar, some type of lubricant maybe? That might actually be for the stand itself to make it look nice and new. Old English lemon oil for your stand to keep it looking shiny and new. Cool, that's a nice little touch. And then the other big selling point for this one is they say this is nitro safe. Sometimes if you use a cheap guitar stand, it'll actually burn the sides of your finish. So this coming from the actual manufacturer of the guitar saying that it won't do that, that's pretty peace of mind for me. I think I'll have to do a long test before I trust it 100%. I'll probably still put a sock over it. But if they're advertising it as nitro safe, I'm sure you have some sort of warranty claim if it's not. Oh, here we go. Here's the base of it. So this is supposed to be solid wood. Sounds good to me. Oh, there we go. Handcrafted for Gibson in Texas by Zither Music Company. I was actually looking at Amazon right before recording this, and I found these things, and I thought they looked very similar to that Gibson one. So lo and behold, yes, they have partnered with these guys. But something you might be interested in learning is they do bass, cello, guitar, saxophone, ukulele, as well as violin versions. So if you don't care about the branding of Gibson on it, you can actually save yourself a little bit of money. I'll put some channel supporting links in the description there. But if you like the Gibson thing, you can also go for that. Honestly, I probably would have rather have had an unbranded one since I cover all types of topics on this channel. Then here is the actual part itself. This is actually the mahogany version. It costs 200 bucks, but you can also get the upgraded walnut. That's $50 extra at 250 bucks. So I guess it just kind of depends on what complements your guitar best. So it looks like it's just a pretty simple bolt-on system. If I can do it, you can do it. I like that they have the metal threaded inserts there, so you don't have to worry about it stripping the wood eventually or anything. I think it would have been a nice touch for them to actually include a little screwdriver, or maybe actually do like the Allen key style. Let's not speak too soon. Even though most people own screwdrivers and stuff, it's just a convenience thing. While I'm screwing this in, you can really smell that woody scent to it. I wasn't necessarily expecting that. Definitely feels like there's a light finish over top of this, but it's like a satin thing. That'd be cool if they did a gloss finished one, or have one that actually has some sort of color to it. I think they're just kind of testing the market. Like they've partnered with Thalia for like the Gibson branded Thalia capos, and now they've done it with this stand company. It looks pretty elegant if that's what you're going for. But how does this connect? Remove the black cap from the hanger. Oh, okay. Dude. Oh, I wasn't even planning for that. It landed in my trash. How cool is that? They have a drummer joke in here. It says, "Do not over tighten. Keep the drummer away from this." Man, the more and more I read into this, I mean, if you're going to have a nice little studio that has a bunch of acoustic guitars and things like that, you're going to have a perfectly humidity-controlled environment. But if you don't, and you're just kind of having this there as a display, I guess there is a tendency that this could warp. I don't think it's going to hurt it at all, but that's something they're warning you about here, and avoid direct sunlight. Interesting. And they're also telling you to oil it once a week for the first month, and then once a month for the first year. Wow, I didn't think this is going to be, like, having a guitar. So I guess we'll follow the instructions here and just wipe it down a little bit with this lemon oil stuff. Now that we got it all assembled, I guess let's go ahead and throw a guitar on it, see how that goes. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I've got to say, I like that. I think this will work well for like the body shots. I mean, there's not too much in the way, and I can also get some better side profile shot views for you guys. Unfortunately, it hugs too much of the headstock. I wish there was a way around that, like to get this to really just show everything off. But like one of the only ways to do that is to hang it up by like some fishing wire, and that just creeps me out. There's too much that could potentially go wrong, even if you have really strong stuff. So it was just kind of a cool little freebie. I thought somebody somewhere would be curious, is the Gibson stand for $200 worth it? I think the answer to that question is all personal preference. Some people, the most that they're going to even spend on a guitar is about $200. So just for the stand, that's a little bit outlandish. This is for somebody who really wants to have a display piece within their home. I mean, I will say this does look pretty nice. I would love to see like a figured maple version. Even if they're just doing a veneer or something, having all that flamed figuring, that would be cool. But then again, you're probably not trying to have your stand steal the show from your guitar. So it's kind of a cool little stand that they're offering now. It's for like a high-end guitar like this that you need a display accent within your home. So I think for that, yes, it's worth it, but to the average user, no. You're probably not going to want to spend $200 on this unless you're really scared about stand rash. Because even the companies that say it is nitro safe, half the time it's not 100% nitro safe. Like, there'll still be some claims. The Zither company actually has some additional color options on their own brand. Like, here's their cherry wood, a mahogany, which Gibson does offer, a walnut, which looks really cool, that Gibson also offers, kind of a plain looking maple. You've got, however this one's pronounced, Padawak. And oh my goodness, Purple Heart, that is beautiful. I wish Gibson would have offered that one. You have to pay a premium for that one from the Zither company, but it's still the same price as the Gibson variation. It looks like the only difference between these is you get a solid line right here instead of the Gibson branding. But if you really like these things, they do offer a cheaper version made of a red oak wood for $100. This one actually looks like a pretty good deal to me. But the last thing I would like to test this on is carpet. So like, this is a pretty flat carpet. Man, that does look really nice there, doesn't it? I could imagine like 6 or 7 of these things lined up. That'd be kind of an interesting idea for them. Like, see how this platform's like that? They should have the inverse of that if you're trying to do them like side by side. So this would be great for somebody who doesn't like want to hang things on the wall. I'm kind of one of those guys. I don't trust it. I can trust this because, you know, it's within there. So if you could make that so you could do them side by side and just be a complete wood block, that'd be something cool. But my current little B-roll area right here is like a carpet, and I was kind of scared that this would not work, but man, that's definitely very stable. I think this is going to be nice. Do a tip over test here. Yeah, I don't think you could easily knock this over. Even if your guitar's swinging. Like if you were to just throw this in there and it's swinging yet. it seems pretty secure even on something like this. So I hope you troglodytes enjoyed this little mini review of the Gibson stand that they're kind of just recently offering here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you tomorrow on the next episode. Take care.